All right, good morning and good afternoon to my agents out in the East Coast. My name is Jesse Serrano. I am one of the brokerage directors here at BackNine Insurance. I wanted to create a webinar to help shed some light on what happens after an application is submitted. What we as your brokers can do to help you and your client. I want to share with you some of the cool underwriting tips and tricks that are out there, tools that are available through us to help simplify your life and your business. Today I have a special guest with me. I have Zoe Scott-Whittaker.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for having me today.
I am lucky enough to have Zoe on my team as my case manager. She is a 12-year veteran of the insurance industry. Zoe has many established relationships with carrier underwriters. Needless to say, she is the first person I turn to for underwriting advice. So let's get started. Here is some legalese for your reading pleasure. So here are the topics we'll be discussing today. I want to talk about exactly what happens once you submit the application, how you can help your client, and then actually, believe it or not, what a client can do to help themselves, what we do to help you and your clients, and to what we can do to help simplify the selling of insurance. I want to share with you some success stories, and last but certainly not least, why the fourth quarter is the best time of year for underwriting. It's an exciting time for us. So your client just signed the application. You've done your happy dance. Now what? Well, here are the typical responsibilities for you as the agent. First of all, you have to get the application to us. Of course, you want to make sure you track all pending requirements, track pending and completed requirements using the BackNine portal. Of course, you want to deliver the policy to your client. Collect premium, very important. One of the best parts, receive your commission check. And last but certainly not least, ask for a referral. This is something that you just don't hear enough of my agents doing. Your clients trust you. They bought the policy from you. Assure them that their friends and family will get the same level of professionalism they got. And when you call the referral, say, hey, John, I just wrote a policy for your friend Jane, and I promised her I would follow up with you. You have some time to talk. So, Zoe, I would like for you to share with us what you do for our agents.
What we do here at BackNine is the first thing we do is we scrub the application for accuracy. We would submit the application to the insurance carrier. We upload it onto the BackNine's portal for your viewing. Licensing and contracting requirements are taken care of. Phone interviews are scheduled. APS is ordered. Paramedical exams scheduled. Carrier requirements. We also give you your underwriting offer. Policy is shipped to BackNine, presented to the agent. Delivery requirements received, and the policy goes enforced. And of course, commissions are paid.
Exactly. But wait, there's more. So the previous slide, I would say that for the most part, that is what you can expect from your BGA to do for you. That is par for the course. But what we feel that we do that set ourselves apart is that we keep the policy status and requirements up to date on our portal, which you have access to from a mobile device or your desktop 24/7. So at any point you know what's going on with your cases. We give you the capability to instant message myself or Zoe at any point from, like I said, your mobile device or your desktop. So there's no black hole effect. I hear that a lot about BGAs. They submit the case and they just don't know what happens, whether it got approved, denied, there's stuff pending, APs have been ordered, they just don't know anything. Well, now there's transparency, there's communication with us here at BackNine Insurance. We send you weekly status email updates every Monday to make sure we stay on track as far as what's going on with your cases. We have strong underwriting relationships with carriers to make sure we get the cases done. Advanced case design and sales strategies, make sure the case gets done right and it's the right thing for your client, and we only have to do it one time. We have quick quote and informal capabilities. Quick quotes I'll touch on later on, but to run informals, which allows you to simply shop the case to multiple carriers and get preliminary offers. And as I said, it gives you transparency to our underwriting process. It works as a system of checks and balances to make sure we too are doing our job in a timely manner. I am not on salary. I don't get paid till your case goes in force and you have been paid. So who has, we're just as eager to get the case done as you are.
Now, I would like to share with you some of the most common mistakes that can really slow down your case. Incomplete applications, when questions are left blank, missing signatures, missing forms like replacement forms, foreign travel questionnaires, illegible pages, bad scans, wrong state applications are submitted, clients delaying scheduling and completing their exams, agent delays on responding to requirements that are needed, and making sure that you're pre-screening every client, making sure you're checking for medications, nicotine use, and any medical impairments. Remember, the less delays we have, the faster you get paid on your case. Did you know what you eat and the things that you do before your exam may affect the results of your exam as well as your underwriting class? This could make a difference between a quick approval or a delay because we need to retest, and a difference between a standard and a table rating. Before the exam, we recommend the following things for your client. Fast for 12 to 14 hours prior to the examination. This allows for the digestive process to be completed, liver functions return to a more normal state, may help lower your client's cholesterol, and continue to take all prescribed medications. Avoid strenuous exercise 24 hours prior to your exam, as this may help cause less protein in your liver functions. Avoid alcoholic beverages 12 hours prior. Avoid coffee and smoking 12 hours prior, and drink lots of water to help hydrate for when you're going to do your blood test. Bring all the names of your doctors and physicians, and really try and get a good night's sleep.
So let's talk about some of the unique tools that we offer. First off, we have our one-page easy application, which is available for your term and your guaranteed UL business. It's literally one page. It can be done over the phone in about 5 minutes with your client. It doesn't require a client signature. Basically what happens, you complete this one page, send it off to the carrier. They will go ahead and continue the application, complete it via the phone interview. When the medical examiner comes out to meet with your client, at that point they will collect the signature. Very easy way to get through a lot of applications. There are also accelerated underwriting programs. We have multiple carriers that have programs available which do not require a blood, urine, or a paramed exam. Usually there's a minimum face amount of about maybe $100,000 to $200,000, and then a max face amount of $1 million, usually available for term or permanent coverage. Basically what's required is an application, phone interview. They'll run an MIB and prescription check, a motor vehicle check. If everything looks good, they go ahead and issue the policy. This is basically for your typical healthy client, truly healthy client, who we don't want to waste the client's time, your time, our time, the underwriter's time, just to end up at a preferred offer since the client is truly preferred. This is a great way to circumvent all of that and just cut to the chase so the underwriters can work on the bigger cases and not be bogged down by the smaller cases. There are also ways to reduce premiums. We have carriers that offer quit smoking incentives. For example, the client will get a standard non-tobacco rate at issue. Even though they have tested positive for nicotine, they will still get a standard non-tobacco rate. Now they have 3 years to prove they have quit smoking by retesting 1 year apart. If the client goes ahead and has successfully quit smoking, they get to keep the non-smoking rates. If they fail to quit smoking, then they will go up to the tobacco rating. Great incentive. If your client was planning on quitting, this might be the motivation they needed. Out there are also table shave programs, which carriers on their whole life or their UL will, for example, if the client comes in rated at a table 4 or table 3, automatically get bumped up to a standard rating. There's also out there lifestyle credits and fit credits. So the carriers will look at, do you have great family history, blood pressure looks good, you have preferred or better build, they go up to age 75. You don't have to look like Superman. They understand as you get older, builds will differ. So for example, ages 61 to 75, if you have a standard build or better, they still issue you a fit credit. Do you do your regular preventive care, so your physicals and whatnot? Minimal alcohol use, no history of substance abuse. Have you been a lifetime smoker? Your income is over $100,000. Your net worth over $1 million. Do you have a college degree? A great driving record? All these things can add up and give you lifestyle credits and fit credits. And then, of course, we have our producer's place. We know that some of the top agents out there sometimes can be the least organized, and that can bog down on your business. So with our producer's place, you can now run your own quick quotes to give a better idea of what your client will be rated at. We have our quoting engine, which is a built-in health analyzer, which through a series of questions will help determine the most applicable rate to quote your client. And then also you have apps, applications that are available through our portal, so we make sure you're using the most current version of the application. You also have access to e-applications, which allow for e-signatures. I wanted to share with you some of our success stories. So we have a situation here with a 60-year-old female in Arizona. She had a hip replacement about 3 years ago from a car accident, looking at a 15-year term life insurance policy. This case was actually closed last in August. It's a recent case. The issue was that to alleviate the pain, she was medicating with marijuana. The solution, we directed the client to a carrier that allowed for exceptions for marijuana usage. She applied at the standard tobacco and was approved at preferred best non-tobacco. I also want to point out a myth that people think that if you apply at a certain rating, that's the rating that you're going to get, not better. Not true. The carriers will give you better ratings regardless of what you applied at. This is a perfect example. Next, we have a case here with a female in, she was healthy, 53 years old in New York. She's looking for $500,000 of permanent life insurance. The issue, she was impatient. Now, all joking aside, we have had those clients who, for one reason or another, need the policy done yesterday, don't have time. So what we did was use an accelerated underwriting program. The application was received on Monday. Phone interview took place on Tuesday afternoon, approved Thursday, and the policy issued Friday. And lastly, I want to share this. This is one of our historical cases that we closed here. It was a law firm in Arizona. They wanted to use a life insurance policy to fund a buy-sell agreement for 25 junior and senior partners. The issue, of course, the senior partner was completely uninsurable, willing to write a check for whatever amount, but completely uninsurable. The advisor, knowing that we specialize with impaired risk cases, came to us and said, we have the situation, what can you do for us? We have a guy ready to write a big check. Using a COLI strategy with one of our carriers, we were able to get the senior partner $1.5 million of guaranteed issue, cash accumulating insurance at a preferred rate. This is someone who was denied by all other carriers. We found a place for him, we got him insured, and we were able to put $250,000 of commission on the agent's pocket that day. It was a great day for everyone. So as I said at the beginning, the fourth quarter, this is when the magic happens. I would say roughly 40% of our annual business will be done in the next 3 months. Our key to success is knowing what carriers to use for certain impairments. So, for example, we know that, for example, Lincoln, they do a great job with aviation. So if you have a client who's a pilot, we know who you should go through. Foreign nationals, Transamerica, a great carrier for foreign nationals. Protective, great with any issues, impairments that have to do with cardiac conditions. John Hancock does favorable with breast cancer clients, or clients who have breast cancer in their history. Like I said, it's about knowing what carriers to use for specific impairments. And then, of course, knowing what carriers are most hungry for your business. So, for example, right now, Symetra is aggressively going after the GUL business. They have great pricing for their guaranteed UL, and they're actually their SUL, Survivor UL, and they're a great company. If you have a guaranteed UL case, call me so I can help you illustrate it, because they're doing phenomenal right now. Our portal. This is something that we've been working on for a long time, and we're actually, I'm proud to say, going to be featured in the November issue of insurancenews.net. Every year they have a technology issue in November, and this year they chose to feature us in our portal. Through our portal, you're able to manage your cases 24/7 in real time, view case requirements, see in-force policy values, view your commissions, set and view goals. If you have a downline of agents, you can set their goals, run quotes, and like I said, chat with your marketing manager and your case manager. And I don't want you to go home empty-handed. Everything that we've talked about here can be customized with your logo and your contact information. So the easy application, that one-page application, we can put your company logo and your contact information. We're here about marketing you, not ourselves. A list of things to do before an exam that you can hand out to your clients is available to you. A policy review, great way to open up the conversation with your clients. Hey, you have a policy, fantastic. Is it the old or the new? Oh, well, with the new kind, you don't even have to dye any more cheese. They have living benefits. Great way to open up the conversation, branded with your logo. We have prospecting letters. You can send out to individuals. If you manage groups, we have business prospecting letters talking about key person insurance, buy-sell agreements. Retirement strategies, talking about planning for retirement with your clients. If you want to grow your annuity business, now is the time, and we have a prospecting letter to do that. For your business clients, you can offer them through us a complimentary business valuation, and to go with that, we have a sample business valuation so your clients can actually see what the business valuation what information they will get from the business valuation. And lastly, complimentary use of the producer's place. This is something, like I said, we've been working on for a long time. We should be charging for it, but we're not. It helps manage your business immediately, gets you organized, and gets you going. Zoe and I want to thank you very much for your time. Remember, we are your life insurance team that is fighting for you and your clients. Take advantage of it. Put us to work. If you have any difficult cases that you haven't been able to place all year, now is your time. This is when the miracles happen. Please call me to discuss your cases. I would love the opportunity on your business. Let's finish the year strong. Thank you very much.